Sentro ng gobyerno ng Canada. Dito na ipakilala ng Pinoy ang isa sa ating mga ninuno sa international community. Narito ang report. Dalawang gabi na naging International Art Gallery ang Embahada ng Pilipinas sa Ottawa sa exhibit na ginawa sa mga litrato ng Filipino-Canadian na si Johan Bona. Kanyang ipinakita ang mga Pinatubo Aetas na para kay Johan ay isang tunay na yaman ng bansa na tila nakakalimutan na.
It looks very straightforward. I wanted to communicate who they are in a very dignified way. There's no judgment of how tall they are, where they live. So it's really just a headshot in a very mysterious type of lighting.
2017 nang kinunan ni Johan ang mga ito at ngayon nabibigyang pansin sa Canada. 3 buwan na nakasama ni Johan ang mga Aita at laki man ng Canada, hindi ito naging hadlang para lumalim ang kanyang pangunawa sa kasaysayan ng mga Pilipino.
So I learned that there's a lot of discrimination that happens, that it's not unique in Western countries, it happens everywhere. It's because, I guess it's generally tribalism. We haven't really gone out of that. So because they look like the other, if they go outside of their village, they're at a disadvantage, even though they're the same as Filipinos, they just look differently, right?
Pero hindi lang isang propesyon para kay Johan ang pagiging photographer at visual artist. Sa larangang ito niya nakikita na maaaring makilala ang mga Pinoy.
I want to package it in a way and elevate them in a way that it doesn't need to be, that being Filipino is not like the first thing that you had to market, because obviously some races don't care. But the work is so good, the creative effort is so good, and then you realize, who made this? And then, a Filipino made it, right? So, and I want to advocate for Filipino excellence, and I always say that even to my students, we need to elevate collectively the image of the Filipinos. I think the way to do that is through the arts. Korea actually is a good example. Bong Joon-ho winning, BTS and all these big groups are winning, and they elevated their status in Asia, right?
May-ari ngayon ng isang creative studio si Johan sa Toronto para sa mga kliyente na mula sa iba't ibang lahi ng mundo. Ang Casa Bona Studio na dinarayo ng mga influencers, models, fashion brands, musicians, visual artists at iba pa.
It's basically an artist loft. So if you want to photograph, or you want to shoot, or you want to do documentaries with or without audio, you come to us. We don't publicize it as a Filipino business, but if you look closely, even on our website, you'd see a lot of Filipino aspects to it. So we have like a vintage palayok, and then we have these like mango-shaped carvings by the Ifugao. So these things. So I went back a couple of months ago to Baguio to do my shopping there, to decorate basically our studio. Casa Bona, in 1 year, we believe, and people are saying, that's one of the best studios ever designed in Canada. And we're very happy to achieve that title. Of course, it's always objective. There's many, many types of studios. But for the style, for the aesthetic that we went for, we are, I think, one of the best. And Architectural Digest featured us. We constantly get featured in platforms that have huge followings.
Pangarap ni Johan na balang araw, magiging tatak ng mga Pilipino ang creative arts, tulad daw ng sapatos sa Italy, mga kotse ng Japan, at K-pop culture ng Korea.
And make sure that whatever you do, it has an international appeal. It doesn't need to be just for Filipinos. It could be made for Filipino, but you want to touch the hearts of every single race in the world. So make sure that you have an international caliber type of work. And for you to know if it's international caliber type of work, you have to expose to respected international outlets of the things that you're making, basically. So never stop learning. Elevate yourself in everything.
Pero sa ngayon, naisip pakilala ni Johan sa Canada ang mga Pinatubo Aetas na isa sa mga tunay anyang yaman ng Pilipinas na hindi nabibigyan ng pagkilala at nais niyang bigyan ng boses mula sa Pilipinas hanggang dito sa Canada.